and welcome to another edition of the Qatar Law podcast. And today we'll be doing my watch along for Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub Zero. But before that, this is great news. Thank you for your subscription, guys. We're now on the road to 1,000 subs. Thank you for all the supporters and please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And shout out to the Cool Table, shout out to the Syndicate Network, shout out to the executive branch and the colleagues. Thank you guys for making this my channel grow. And we're now going to start Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub Zero, the animated movie from 1998. So if you all have your players on queue, make sure it's on zero, and we'll start in five, four, three, two, and one. We have the classic WB Family Entertainment with Bugs Bunny in the logo. This animated movie is from the Bruce Timm universe, and it is in the same continuity as Batman the Animated Series from 1991, and this is a companion piece for the live action Batman and Robin from WB Films and DC Comics. Sub Zero is, of course, Batman versus Mr. Freeze. And welcome to Daniel's Hot Topics. Hi, buddy. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Uh, thanks, man. Happy St. Patty Day too. Even if we're not in the states. Yes, this is awesome. So, Batman and Mr. Freeze is the continuation from the from the old series, uh, and this is Mr. Freeze trying to find a cure for his wife, Nora. This has a cool animation to it, partly animated, partly digital. And yes, Kevin Conroy's voice is missed. Daniel said, RIP Kevin Conroy, the best Batman, yeah, ever. Kevin Conroy captures the essence of the character. So just sync up with you guys. Our timestamp is 2 minutes and 50 seconds going in for the movie. I wonder when this was first shown, it was really awesome. I've got this from uh, VCD first, then I I've got the DVD version too, way back when. Mr. Freeze is a tragic character, and he lived in isolation in the Arctic with his Inuit boy, boy ward, boy helper. Yeah, this movie could have been shown in the theaters, but I think this was directly to video. Nora is still on ice, so to speak. The characters uh, involved in this movie are Batman, Robin, Batgirl. I'm having technical difficulties earlier, so I had to reset the video. But and again, I was late, so you know this stuff happens. Batman and Mr. Freeze Sub-Zero is from 1998. This is the second film based on Batman the animated series. This takes place between the end of uh, the show, this the original run, and the start of the new Batman adventures. Kevin Conroy as Mr. Freeze, Michael Ansara. Oh, Kevin Conroy as Batman, Michael Ansara as Victor Freeze, Mr. Freeze, Lauren Lester as Dick Grayson Robin, Efren Zimbalist Jr. as Alfred, uh, Robert Contanzo as Detective Harvey Bullock, Bob Hastings as James Gordon, with Mary Kay Bergman as Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, and some other characters. Man, all of the crew from the submarine are frozen, chill. This is Gotham City 2 weeks later. This is not a long movie. This is just a tiny bit longer than 1 hour. Gotham is having a heat wave where the kids are playing. in the water. So, what do you guys think? This is a great animated story. It's on par with other animated features from, let's say, Disney, let's say, Paramount, the other animated studios. And Batman is so serious in this film. It's a mixture of seriousness and camp. Do I dare say camp? This is fantastical for a Batman film. I mean, facing Mr. Freeze, a guy who can freeze you cold. Victor Freeze is still looking for the cure for his wife. His wife has a rare blood disease. Ever since season one, I think, of the series. The first appearance of Victor Freeze in the animated series is Heart of Ice, written by Paul Dini and directed by Bruce Timm. This shows the origin of Victor Freeze. The animated series has a number of episodes, and it really introduced uh, Batman for a younger audience back then. So the next episode, where Mr. Freeze appeared in the series, is Deep Freeze, the story by Paul Dini and directed by Kevin Altieri. This was Mr. Freeze. That episode ended, and yes, Daniel, nor Freeze is hot, to be sure. Deep Freeze showed that Mr. Freeze was frozen on ice, and the movie starts from there, from that episode. So Bruce and Dick are attending a party, and This was the time that Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon are dating each other. And somehow, in the other series, Barbara broke up with Dick and went with Bruce, and all hell breaks loose. Daniel said, "Now in the Disney universe, Mr. Freeze's wife became Mr. Freeze's partner, and she calls herself Frost." Yeah, I sort of read, I sort of read that in the comics a while back, and she's more ruthless than Victor. It turns out our our timestamp is 14 minutes and 30 seconds. I really enjoy Mr. Freeze as a villain. I remember when I first saw him in the Filmation animated Batman and Robin feature from 1968. That was cool. He had a different voice actor back in 1968. Then in 1977, Mr. Freeze appeared in the New Adventures of Batman, also from Filmation. And the next appearance in animation, of course, is here Batman, the animated series, and later on the New Adventures of Batman, which made him really cold and a, s- a cybernetic head because somehow his body froze up, but his head remains. And his love for Nora was gone. Mr. Freeze also first appeared on the comics as Mr. Zero, and later on he was renamed Mr. Freeze. After that, he appeared in the Batman uh, series from 1966, where three different actors played Mr. Freeze. Daniel said, "I think Frost is worse than Mr. Freeze and more evil." Yeah, I think she's one angry female. She is ruthless. Gon is the sympathetic villain called Mr. Freeze. Then the Batman from 2004 uh, reimagined Victor Freeze as a thief, and which had an accident, cryo accident that made him Mr. Freeze. Also, I think he appeared in Gotham from Fox, a young Mr. Freeze. He was still not bald there, but yeah. Also, from he appeared. Arnold Schwarzenegger played Mr. Freeze in the movie Batman and Robin in 1997. And yeah, who is a really campy version of Mr. Freeze? Chill. Those are campy lines plus uh, it's Mr. Freeze. So this was the time Dick and Barbara are still enlightened. In the comics now, Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon are, I think they're married somehow, right? Well, after Dick's adventure with Starfire, all bets are off. This is like a evil doctor without ethics that somehow Victor Freeze lost every ethics as a doctor he had. And Nora Freeze needs an organ transplant, right? And compared it to 2025, organ transplant are a dime a dozen, especially in third world countries. And Mr. Freeze is searching for a live donor. He's a killer, cold hard killer in this movie, and he's paying the doctor with gold. Yes, Doctor Gregory Belson is unethical. He was voiced by George Dizunja. Dizunza. Yeah. Other other voice actors here is Mary Kay Bergman as Barbara Gordon, Mario Henner as Veronica Vreeland, Dean Jones as Dean Arbogast, Mary Devon as Summer Gleason, Leanne Schirmer as Renee Montoya, James Smith as Detective Galpern, Lauren Tom as Mariko, Ron Azizi as Kunak. Hey, Paul! Timestamp is 22 minutes, 2 seconds. How are you, my friend? How are you? I think you guys are happy now. Oh man, what a long journey we had. Paul Vincent. This is the first time I had you chat in the chat for my stream in a long time, Paul. Yeah, it's been too long, man. I sort of changed my timelines. I used to remember we are following Manila time always before. Now I'm following Eastern Standard Time, so that's why it's early in the morning. And I've been busy with AI so much. Takes too much of our time. Also busy with the caregiving duties for my mother-in-law. She was paralyzed. Yeah, stateside. Fa- Um, how can Mr. Freeze able to talk to a polar bear? And we have Sin Havoc in the chat. Well, what happened to the other well? Paul said, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope she gets well. Actually, this is her third stroke, so, it's worse than before. And her heart is enlarged, so Sinhavos. Well, well, well. Praying for her well being. Thanks, Paul. So, Sin, how's things? I'm a bit busy today, really. After feeding my patient, I had to clean the cat cage, to feed the dog, to feed the cats. Good evening, good morning, everyone. Yep, it's been a busy day for you. Oh man, whoa, for you too, huh? That's nice. Well, I made this. I moved this watch along a day ahead because from my original schedule because tomorrow my time is it's 3/18/2025 trending day. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be wild. Anyway, for those interested, the timestamp is 26 minutes and 28 seconds. Dick Grayson is chasing the armored car where the gray van which Mr. Freeze has stolen. Welcome to the Ice Age, right? Also, I'm busy with doing AI music for Joden Music. That's Joden Music Inc. is, of course, Zod writer, the Bishop, Dennis Williams, and myself. We do different genres. Bishop does rhythm and blues type of songs. Zod does rap, hip hop, and stuff. And I do various from heavy metal to punk to hard rock and new wave. All our videos are available in our YouTube channels. Check those out. Earlier today, before I started the stream, it was Qatar versus StreamYard. As always, good thing I fix the problem. So weird. Mr. Freeze's freeze gun. Yeah. You did enjoy Gunny Poo, right? The song Gunfire. Is Sergeant Giratina here? It's I think it's Daniel's hot yeah, that's it. Yo Daniel. He's been here since the beginning. I thought I could do the stream earlier. Turns out, yeah, can't. It's a good thing that the movie and w- streaming is a short one. So Dr. Belson kidnaps Barbara Gordon. I can't believe that's a song, Gunny Poo. Actually, it's based on the that video that Sky was showing. Gunfire, Gunny Poo, Gunny Poo. Woo! Those nerds. And of course, the arrangement is mine for AI music, for my AI band, Rabbit's Foot. Yeah, damn nerds. I wonder how, uh, what topic are we going to talk about uh, on Sky's next stream, right? It's going to be wild. And also, for everyone, and Paul, I did reach the 500 sub mark. I'm currently at 506. So the target now is the road to 1K. Of course, exciting times. I think the videos I made, yeah, 506 subs. I think the videos I made help. What? Thanks, Sin. Come on, Paul. This is exciting times. So, Bruce is looking for Barbara along with what's El Roche Bem, Paul. Oh, that's low in Krypton. Kryptonese. Nerds. Oh, and Sin. Will we tell Paul that Krypton is real? Okay, timestamp for the movie. 32 seconds, 32 minutes and 55 seconds. Sorry about that. Nerds. Nerds and geeks. Although new geeks are a different breed, right? With new geeks have intelligent, really deep and intelligent understanding of what they want in the movie, the cinema, any genre in cinema, in comics, and others. Yeah, not like the audience that's gonna make the movie flop sometime in July. Wait, Krypton is real. Sin. Paul said, "Here is a nerd thing for a film, but uh, buff like me." Yeah, it's the nerd thing. Like, share, and subscribe. Continue to support this channel and support the channels of the executive branch, also the Cool Table and the Syndicate Network and colleagues. So Barbara is being threatened by Mr. Freeze. Everybody just calm down, calm down. That's usually that's usually Bishop's line. And Sinhaluk says, yes, it's basically under a different planet name. Wow, Krypton. It's it's real, man. Krypton is real. It's krypton gas. If you do chemistry, Paul used to was my usually Paul was my co-host in our panel last year, I think. Paul said when Bruce Wayne was accessing accessing the database, it's almost exactly the same font and interface used in the 1883 adaptation of The Fugitive. 1983 adaptation of 1993 actually 1993 adaptation of The Fugitive with Harrison Ford. Yeah, 1993, Paul. And we have Brogu in the chat. Hi, Brogu. How are you? I kid you not. Yeah, it's an old font for a computer, right? And Paul is such a hey. It's a good thing you're doing fine. Did you see my all those videos I send you on your DMs, Brogu? Yeah, that was my mad dash for doing AI music. DOS program, not GUI. Well, it's the DOS prompt during those years, during those time. Hey, I used to do some computer stuff way back when. I used to hack my way through some programs. Nerds. Oh man. In the near future, I'll be having my music. I'll be reactivating my music stream, Brogu. So we'll do that. Probably do it live because yeah, I'm busy with caregiving also. And my real mother is waiting for me to visit her because she's having vertigo attacks. Okay, Barbara is in chains. It's a bondage thing. The Mr. Freeze armor looks like something from steampunk, right? This version of by Bruce Timm. I'll be I'll be on the lookout for that music stream. Yeah, it will wait for it sometime in the near future. I'm just thinking about changing my intro music for rock and rolling. It's gonna be a surprise. Timestamp 40 minutes, 13 seconds. The classic Batmobile. My son had this model of the Batmobile when he was younger. I sort of bought it for him. Aftermath of the Phantasm. This is my next favorite BTAS movie. Yeah, I had. I think I had the Mass of the Phantasm watch along last month, Paul. Yeah, I think you were busy during those days. And now I think you guys from the pink movement are relaxed somewhat and out of politics for a while. Yeah, this is so great. The movie's good. It's CGI with a bit of hand cartoons, hand illustration. The shadows are awesome. I remember the anime Outlaw Star. The animator for that series did an amazing job with the shadows and stuff. I miss Kevin Conroy's voice. Honestly, it's been too long. It's only a bit. How many years? 2 years, right? The design for Robin here is based on Timothy Drake's original costume. Mm, Anyway, more of the show. I'll be right back. So I checked on my mother-in-law. That's why I went out for a while. And Sinava says Brogu. Daniel's Hot Topic says, back in the 90s, I was watching Batman the animated series a lot, and there was no episodes on VHS at the time, so people had to rely on movies like Batman, Mask of the Phantasm, and Batman and Mr. Freeze. Brogu said, I'm sorry that I can't stay. Wanted to say hi and leave you a like. We'll check out the replay. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Enjoy on. I am forever night. I am Brogu. Bye. Bye, Brogu. Eh, see you soon. Daniel said Sub Zero to own a piece of that universe. Yes. Actually, Phantasm, Batman, and Mr. Freeze, Sub Zero to own a piece of that universe. Thank I didn't watch this on VHS. I remember watching this on the rather poor quality of VCD, video uh, compact disc. It's the lower version of the DVD. Daniel said, I was really happy when Mass of the Phantasm came out in '93. I was 6 at that time. Happy to own my first piece of Batman the Animated Series universe. The VHS came with a comic book of the movie. Nice, that was nice. You were 6 years old. I I watched Batman: The Mask of the Phantasm in the movies, in the movie house. Yeah, I was really watching it, but I was alone. I came from work, so it's my relaxing time. And the movies back then was the best experiences a person could have. After COVID, nope, 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 no movies, no movie house for me. Nope, nope, nope. I'd rather buy a big screen, la, widescreen TV, and yeah, that's the plan. This is an action-filled animated movie. The soundtrack, the background music is so classic. It's it's a variation of the Batman '89 theme, right? It's still based on Batman '89, even though Schumacher did a different type of theme song. Danny Elfman was with Oingo Boingo back in the day, and he did a very nice theme music for Batman. That was his time, and somehow it didn't work with Justice League. Daniel said, I went to the movies after COVID to see The Flash with Michael Keaton and the Super Mario 2023 movie. Wow. I watched The Flash on streaming. Man, the Batwing is one of the best uh, inventions from Bruce Timm. It totally replaced the whirly bat, the bat gyros from the 70s. And a side note, Bob Hastings, the guy who voiced Commissioner Gordon, was the voice behind Superboy in the old The Adventures of Superboy from 1966 from Filmation. Just like Bud Collyer, who voiced Superman first in the Fleischer cartoons of Superman from the 40s, is also the voice of Superman in the New Adventures of Superman during 1966. Man, those were the days. I'm nerding out right now. Okay, our timestamp is 50 minutes, 47 seconds. Batman and Robin are trying to rescue Barbara against the polar bears. And the polar bears fell from the offshore oil rig. And don't worry, polar bears can swim. Daniel says Batman Forever was released on June 16, 1995. So on June 16, 2025, it will be the 30th anniversary of Batman Forever. You should have a stream on that day. Of course. Yeah. And I like Batman Forever as compared also with George Clooney's Batman and Robin. That movie has a flop after flop, but it's watchable. And I like Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne slash Batman. I think he's better than Don't Shoot Me, better than Michael Keaton, and a bit taller than Michael Keaton. So Michael Keaton is to be Batman for me. That's my personal opinion. It's been my case since 1989. Although I like the entire black all black costume that Michael Keaton, George Val Kilmer, and George Clooney wore back in the day. Then Christian Bale made it his own. Man, Mr. Freeze is pinned down. Poor guy. Barbara Gordon is helping Mr. Freeze, even after all of what he did. Even what he did, man. Man, the fire. Mr. Freeze is trying to extinguish the fire with his freeze gun. Man, s- June 16. Okay. So I guess this coming June, uh, I'll be doing a watch along for Batman Forever. So I'm already starting to do my Batman. Daniel says, "Life is so sad, crazy, and unpredictable. Val Kilmer suddenly got throat cancer, and I'm thinking 1 minute you're Batman fighting crime in Gotham, kicking bad guy ass, and the next minute you get cancer. Yeah, that's a sad reality. It's a sad reality for everyone, you know." Although I saw Val Kilmer in the movie Top Gun Maverick, guy is still a good actor, even with the throat, the vocal box device he uses. Yes, Sin, this is a classic movie. I'm enjoying it. Timestamp is and Batman with Kevin Conroy is the best thing. It's funny how Mr. Freeze is somehow helping Batman out. Man, it's amazing how the animated movie is much better than the live action one. They're starting to do Batman with the black uh, cape and cowl here, with the blue underline, right? The new Batman Adventures, the new Batman Gotham Adventures is has a different Batman design. It also streamlined the animation. Daniel said, "I'm so uninterested in James Gunn's DC universe. Is Superman and Batman. Nothing can beat Batman the Animated Series and Michael Keaton's Batman '89 and Batman Returns." Freeze! Uh, well, Gunny Poo is pretending to be good, right? He's pretending to be a good director. And he's doing everything writing, directing. It's so weird. It's so weird. And somehow the DC Studios is developing characters, developing movies that are not being considered by the fans. I mean, Sergeant Rock? What? Sergeant Rock. Imagine. Gun sucks. Totally. Whoa. And somehow the polar bears and Mr. Freeze survived. Yes, he is resilient. Nora Freeze is cured. Man, somehow she's cured. Yeah, Bruce Wayne is a good man. He funded the transplant. Yeah, this is a good movie. It's kind of heartwarming. So the technology that Mr. Freeze armor has cured his wife Nora. It's irony, but you know that's life. Wow, that was a nice movie. Yeah. Oh man, that's good. So I rate this movie as number 10. How about you guys? It's good. It's great, and it deserved the night. That's it for today's watch along. Do do like, share, and subscribe my channel. Yeah, and I'll be doing Blade on the Blade, the first movie, starring Wesley Snipes. Friday Manila time. That's Thursday night EST and Central time. So yeah, thanks in 9/10. Daniel said, my 39th birthday is on Saturday, March 22, 2025. Please do a vid on that day. Whoa, sure, sure. Huh? Saturday, your time is Sunday, my time. So no problem, my friend. Sell is the way. I'm totally out of here. See you soon.
Empty promises and it's not working because Cody wants him to make humor is working. Pretending like he's not an amateur, but really all his work he does is silly. Cody poo, Cody poo, Cody poo. Woo! It's flop after flop, that's all you'll ever do. It's a mystery why they came to Scooby-Doo because flop after flop, that's all you ever do. It's a bad legacy that you're leaving behind. You never listen to the people, you just do what's on your mind. You're an overgrown child who needs to be stopped. After Guardians, watch of Guardians, what happened to your career? Oh yeah, it flopped. Gunny poo, gunny poo, gunny poo. Woo! It's flop after flop, that's all you'll ever do. It's a mystery why they gave you Scooby-Doo because flop after flop is all you ever do. You're not funny. Damn son, you like to lose money. Only one thing would be worse if you had your hand in the Snyderverse. Gunny poo, gunny poo, gunny poo. Woo! It's flop after flop, that's all you'll ever do. It's a mystery why they gave you Scooby-Doo because flop after flop, that's all you ever do. Gunny poo, gunny poo, gunny poo. Whoa! Flop after flop, that's all you'll ever do. It's a mystery why they gave you Scooby-Doo because flop after flop is all you ever do. It's gunny poo, gunny poo, gunny poo. Whoa! Flop after flop is all you'll ever do. It's a mystery why they gave you Scooby-Doo because flop after flop is all you ever do. It's a bad legacy that you're leaving behind. You never listen to the people, you just do what's on your mind. You're an overgrown child who needs to be stopped. After Guardians, what happened to your career? Oh yeah, it flopped. What happened to your career? It's a bad legacy that you're leaving behind. You never listen to the people, you just do what's on your mind. You're an overgrown child who needs to be stopped. After Guardians, Water Guardians, what happened to your career? Oh yeah, it flopped. Oh yeah, it flopped. It flopped career. Oh, you're not funny. Damn son, you like to lose money. Only one thing would be worse if you had your hand in the Snyderverse. Gunny poo, gunny poo, gunny poo. Woo! It's flop after flop, that's all you'll ever do. It's a mystery why they gave you Scooby-Doo because flop after flop is all you ever do. Oh, you're not funny. Damn son, you like to lose money. Only one thing would be worse if you had your hand in the Snyderverse. Boo, gunny poo, gunny poo.